Hello, this is Simply Psych. Today I'm going to be doing another DPS showcase of how to simply play the Beastmaster. For this video I tested 3 different methods of inputting the DPS. I tried manually inputting it, a macro system like my last video, and tried Gnome Sequencer Enhanced. Toward the end of the video I will show the comparison of the 3 different methods and which one worked out best for me. Let's start by taking a look at my talents and my item level. I will leave this up here for just a second here. You can pause and come back to it later. And I will also leave a link to the talent selection in the description below. First up, we have the manual method. The priority for this rotation is Barrage, Bestial Wrath, Aspect of the Wild, but only in conjunction with Bestial Wrath, Kill Command, Dire Beast, and to use Cobra Shot when you're above 90 focus and all of your cooldowns are waiting to come back up. The advantages of this type of playstyle is that you have complete control of your character, optimal situational awareness, good peak damage, and you will learn your character inside and out. The disadvantages is that it's inconsistent due to human error, and there is a higher learning curve. I recommend this for any level of play. Next, we have the macro method. This is similar to the 3-button macro setup that I had for my Warlock, except I couldn't quite pare it down that much because Beastmaster just doesn't have that many abilities. This does implement 2 changes. First, it moves Cobra Shot to the thumb mouse button. Second, it combines Bestial Wrath and Aspect of the Wild into one button, so you always hit Aspect of the Wild with Bestial Wrath. Other than that, the rotation is the same. Barrage, Macroed, Bestial Wrath and Aspect of the Wild, Dire Beast, Kill Command, and Cobra Shot when you are above 90 focus. The advantages of this method is that it has less buttons, well, by 1. It still teaches the class fairly well. You have a moderate amount of control and situational awareness. It is slightly more consistent in testing than manual. The disadvantages of this particular style is that you do have less understanding of the class than the manual method, and you have less potential peak damage from the testing that I ran. I would recommend this type of playstyle for normal raiders, heroic dungeons, and below that. Finally, we have the GSE or Gnome Sequencer Enhanced method. I will leave the add-on link in the description below. If you'd like me to do a video on the settings, please leave a comment below. Gnome Sequencer takes pre-built macros made by other users that allow for more complex sequences. This will cycle abilities that are on cooldown, so you can just keep hitting the button you assign it to, and it will go to the next ability to help you maintain your priority and rotation. Be mindful of your focus when Cobra Shot icon is up, you still want to be above 90. The advantages of this is that you have 1-button DPS that is still pretty decent. The disadvantage is that you do not in any way learn how to play your class, and it gives you very little situational awareness. I would only recommend this for normal dungeons, looking for raid, and questing. So how did each method fare? Well, surprisingly, GSE had the highest average and peak DPS. Not what I was expecting. So from a pure numbers game, it should be the winner. However, I still would recommend only using it for looking for raid at the most. A lack of control of your character, and never truly understanding how to play it, is not something that I can recommend taking into anything above that with a clear conscience. It can be fun for leveling, or playing an alt, and you just want to kind of get through content, but when it comes down to it, the manual method is going to be your best bet, as even though the numbers may look lower and more inconsistent, remember, these were all tests done against a stationary dummy and kind of a small sample set. The macro method may be what is the middle ground here, or what I'd call the training wheels. You still learn your cooldowns and your priority, and it gives you the slightest bit of leeway by reducing the number of buttons. My next DPS video will be on the Balanced Druid, and I plan on a video response to my Warlock video updating the information for Legion. With that being said, please do the needful, like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.